Hi everyone, I'm Airier, and today we're going to be looking at more Text Talks Battletech. This is going to be the Thor/Summoner. Do I have to say it that way? Yes. Yes, I do. It's all caps. You have to say it that way. It's a little weird, but sure. Internet rules. Can't rely on it, but you always have to do it. Otherwise, we're just going to jump in, see where this is going, and find out what the hell this is going to be. Because it's either going to be a giant mech with a giant hammer, which, I was going to make a joke about how that's crazy. But in the previous video, there was a giant mech with a giant battle axe, which is so freaking cool. Maybe it will be a giant mech with a giant hammer. The summoner part? Do they summon mechs? I don't know nearly enough about Battletech to say if that's crazy or not. But I kind of want to see what the hell's going on. One, because giant freaking robots, man! And two, because honestly, the game looks pretty fun. So we're just going to jump right in. You guys know the deal. Link below. Hit it up. When you're done, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe. And let's get started. Okay, so they have YouTube decals they put on. It's kind of cool how they actually had it fit the side. A Black Pants Legion production. With the giant YouTube cannons of death. You have no idea how much I'm tempted right now just to screen cap this and just add the word copyright strike right there. Text Talks Battletech. Oh yeah, there's 2 hard T's in that word. Huh. Or like, I guess phrasing. Yeah.
Howdy there, folks. Text of the Black Pants Legion here. This is a series called Text Talks Battletech, which if you're not familiar
YouTube fuckery?
with it,
I never would have
because
guessed.
YouTube has more or less declared war on fun.
What?
I mean, this is a segment where I talk about the universe of Battletech. From the mechs, to the pilots, to the history that contains them.
I'm sorry, what was that? Sorry, I normally don't geek out of it. Wait, no, what am I saying? Of course I geek out of the art every time. Like, look at this. Oh, that's glorious. I just noticed he has, like, the teeth pasted on, so it kind of looks like an orc helmet. But it's just like a guy with a, honestly, very big nose. But it also looks like it's pressed up against the glass. That actually looks very uncomfortable. Then there's, I think it's it's the diaper mech. I actually recognize that design because it actually kind of looks like it's wearing a diaper. A few people were like, oh god, I can't unsee that in my last video. I was like, yes, I know, right? I can't either. I'm trying not to. And then there's this. Interesting, because I think there's like orbital shuttles flying around it. They kind of look, at least in the shadow, they're either turrets or little mini enterprises. I don't care because it looks so cool. Sorry, I'm a fit. Just all of this old style, black and white, heavily drawn, heavily shaded art style of sci-fi. It's just really cool. It's not my favorite, but every time you see it, it's so distinctive. Such a good
This
catch.
intro was chosen by my fans and subscribers on
A
a channel
mech?
poll.
Name it.
Polls which you may see if you are indeed a subscriber.
Ooh.
This time around, we're covering the Thor.
Wait, what?
So you may be asking yourself, what the hell is a Thor?
I mean, yes, I'm asking that. Also, right now, it literally looks like the biggest joke about legs and then a mismatched upper body. This is weird. I can't tell if that's the cockpit or that is up there. Either way, though, it's like one massive rocket launcher, I'm assuming. I know the arm's missing, so this would be a lot bigger. Then there's like this tiny little arm. It's all like anemically small. It's like, okay, that's cute. It looks so much like someone started to build a really huge, bulky mech, and then this is where they started to lose funding. This one might have had a little bit going into it already, and this one is like, okay, we just need to attach the gun. We just need to get on there. Just shove it on there. Just shove it in there. See if it fits, and if it doesn't, just get some duct tape. Just get the duct tape. Get some zip ties. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. We got this. We got this. We definitely got this. We got this. Oh god, fuck, what the hell? That is what this looks like. It's like they put 3 different mechs together. I have no idea what we're getting into here. Again, battle damage looks cool, but just it's so much of a different design philosophy from the huge Digitride legs. Or is it Digistride? I don't actually know. Just that. But then there's like this tiny comparative upper frame. This is so weird.
Well, firstly, only some of you are going to call it a Thor.
What?
Dirty clanners are going to call it a summoner. Because they're Jade Falcon, and they don't like anything, and they're so keen to conquer the inner sphere, and then proceed to lose to space AT&T.
What?
Comstar for life, baby.
Okay, this is probably me just not getting what's going on, which is not unusual in Literally anything now that I think about it. Also, hey, there's a tank. I saw this picture before when I used it, but I didn't realize there was a tank in the background. That's cool. It has 3 barrels. That's even cooler. I love the art. 2, so the clanners were out of the inner sphere. They came in and lost to space AT&T. Well, truly, it makes sense. If you don't pay your phone bill, you have no communication. That's a horrible deficiency in combat. And then you always lose because being able to know where to shoot is more important than being able to shoot. If you miss, you just wasted the bullet. If you know where to hit, you only need 1. I don't like that I rationalize that in a way that actually makes sense to me. That hurts. Also, could be worse. It's only AT&T. It could be Space T-Mobile. T-Mobile! Don't worry! Sometimes you have access. Very rarely. Almost never. I'm only saying T-Mobile because if I made the joke about Comcast, I don't want to acknowledge they would be in any form of the future. That way lies pain. I'm not bitter. I'm not bitter at all.
Well, okay, let's get back to the main point. What the Inner Sphere designated the Thor, they did so after the Old Norse god of fucking shit up.
Yeah,
Lightning,
accurate.
Storms, and strength, and oak trees.
Can't
Yeah,
wait
oak
for the next
trees.
Avengers.
I'm not making that up.
Or will that be
God of Oak.
the next Guardian
The
of the
Inner
Galaxy
Sphere
with Thor
labeled
in
the
it?
Thor as such because it's robust as all hell.
The fuck is
Thor
that?
is a highly
Minecraft?
mobile 70-ton omni-mech with respectable jump capacity.
That thing can
It
jump?
looks like
I guess
a
with those legs it
fucking
would make
truck,
sense.
And it can get in your face in seconds.
Ooh. Wait, that's a speed
As
model?
I am massively inclined to call myself proudly a citizen of the Inner Sphere, I'm going to refer to this mech as the Thor.
Ooh. Okay, so I'm just going to say it. This gun makes more sense, like the really built up arm holding it. Yeah, but then this makes sense. This being bulky makes sense. Even the legs building up such a bulky view. At least on this picture, it makes more sense. Even this arm being so overbuilt is huge. And then it looks like a meme where, oh God, oh no. This is the equivalent of Family Guy Quagmire after he discovered the internet. And this is his left arm. I don't like this. Oh God, I did not want to make that association. I mean, look on the upside. It's not like he's going to shoot one off. You know, I'm just going to stop. I'm going to stop now.
From here on out,
It's not getting better.
players can downvote at their leisure, but I will be challenging them to a trial of possession for their pants shortly.
Oh, should I
Let's
have
see
black
how that
pants? They might
shakes
take them.
Now, Omni-Mech is Clanner speak for Clan Coyote Space Magic.
What?
Basically, an Omni-Mech is a massively configurable, customizable modular weapon system. The Thor is a 70-ton Omni-Mech that is essentially a wild card, capable of being fit into any combat role and excelling at it.
Okay, so this...
Or at least...
Okay, everything he just said makes sense to me, like the entire mix and match aspect. And that makes sense, because I said it kind of looked like it was multiple mechs. Having him say that, okay, yeah, no, it's modular, is like, oh, that's why. It's literally choose your top, choose your arms, maybe choose cockpit loadouts. I don't know. Also, I do think this is the cockpit because it looks like it, but it could be this. I don't know. This would make more sense from a sheer armor standpoint, but that just looks cooler. Yeah, so there's been different designs, different arms. This one has a different arm, so I guess it's more, they just chose to have the tiny little noodle. Why would you choose a noodle? That looks like it's such a weak point.
least being very competent in a general configuration within the tonnage of a heavy mech. Whereas many Omni-Mechs generally trend towards specialization.
That is a lot of rockets.
In a variety within that specialization.
That is a
The Thor is a
absolute
clan
shit ton
heavy
of
that is
rockets.
reasonably balanced across mobility,
Rockets
bang,
the size of
bang,
a person.
and durability. As well, it is notably reliable.
Is that a
And
Gatling
fairly
gun on
common
his shoulder?
across all clanner developments. In most cases,
See, this-
the Thor has an advanced, lightweight, and very reliable Redline 350 XL engine
Redline?
that drives the
Lightweight?
mech comfortably to its combat speed of 86 kilometers per hour.
Oh.
For communication, the Thor carries a model JD-067, manufactured for use.
I'm just going to go over that. Okay, let's just pull up the good old Googler machine. Just a button. I need a button in new window. Ah, what did I just press? I pressed that. That's what I pressed. Why did I press that? Yee. Here we go. Let's just type it in. Gonna pull this over to the side. How much is that in miles per hour? Because I am a filthy, filthy degenerate American. 86.4 kilometers per hour to actual speed. That it 24. No, that's meters. Why would it do this? Google is going, oh, European on us. I guess it'll still wear pants, but 53 miles per hour. It's not huge, but for something that big, that's actually impressive. Oh, wow. That sounds really nice, actually. Especially since it's not on treads, it's just running.
By Clan Jade Falcon.
What is Jade Falcon?
Is a Hawkeye.
How many clans are there? Any? I need to figure this out. People gave me suggestions for all the lore, and I need to go check them out.
50 meters in the single bound. His combined
Jump jets.
With its speed to afford extreme mobility for a heavy mech. Its armor is advanced Clanner ferro fibrous, and it has 9.5.
Those words mean something. I don't know what they mean.
It's a fairly robust mech in the damage mitigation department. Rounding things out for heat mitigation
double heat
are
sinks.
14 double heat sinks, which allow it to use its weapons free, without much need or worry of heat management. The history of the Thor is somewhat shrouded.
Oh, it's
mainly because
smaller than I thought it was.
Insular culture, to say the least. Starting in 2863, the mech was introduced by Clan Jade Falcon.
Okay, so it actually was introduced by the clan. Also, yeah, no, I can see from here, that's definitely the cockpit right there. I mean, it's still reasonably tall, standing at about 3 stories. On the other hand, some of the mechs we saw would tower in the size of skyscrapers, so this is a lot smaller than I thought it was. Huh. Still, though, this one, it looks a lot more realistic here, because this gun is just more on its arm. It looks more built up, more built in. This thing is attached into the chest. I guess everything is modular, yeah. But this is a really good example of how big it is to scale. It's honestly much smaller. It's maybe just a bit taller than an Irby, which I am now apparently associated with as the best mech, I've been told. Yeah, apparently.
After acquiring the Omni-Mech technology from Clan Coyote.
What? How many clans are there?
Between that time and the clan
see, that doesn't look cool. That looks like a box.
In the late 3040s,
looks like a cassette player.
More or less used it for slap fights. I mean, honor duels amongst themselves.
Slap fights?
Based on this continued...
Oh, hey, there's a person who just got shot out of it.
Super soldiers driven by an honor-burdened military society. The Thor was developed into quite an effective murder platform. And
okay.
The clanners who drove them learned how to apply the weapon where it
everything is a box. It's just all squares.
So, after nearly 2 centuries of
okay, seriously, this is... Okay, really, it has a cod piece. One has a diaper, now it has a freaking jock strap. Like these, that looks weird, but it has like the little unslung gun and the arms around. It's like, you know what? It looks like you wanted to do an aircraft, but you forgot how to make wings. Oh, those are arms in the same joint as the... Oh, the mechanics. And they're not impossible, but oh, that is weird. Here's a taller standing one. And then there's just the giant, like Gundam style one with the tri-foot leg. That one looks the coolest. Functionally, this actually might be a pretty solid mech because of how it's sitting. It would be very stable.
Thing. The clans invaded the inner sphere and pretty much blew everyone away.
And this one has an alternate head configuration for a face.
Literally blowing everyone away. As it turns out, having a 200-year plus edge on somebody because you didn't lose technology stupidly through technological regression over the course of 4 massive wars is pretty goddamn powerful.
Yeah.
Namely, alongside extremely competent and capable commanders, the clans managed to smash the hell out of
so they were competent and they didn't fuck themselves.
Yeah, that does it. In the history of the inner sphere. One-on-one, tonnage for tonnage, inner sphere pilots found themselves outmatched by better machinery, pilots bred for the purpose of driving it into combat, and a technological edge that bordered on nightmare fuel. As for Thor variants, well, there's a lot.
Sorry, I definitely have a type when it comes to mechs. And some of the images I don't like where it's just a cardboard box with legs. No. This one, the arm, even though it's still much weaker by comparison to the rest, it's built up in such a way that this looks realistically cool. This one is so much heavier. It looks like they're the same gun, actually. No, this one has a smaller barrel. It just... Sorry, I'm geeking out over the detail on this. I love this. Whoever did this version of the art is just crazy good. Ooh, wait. Is this from a game? Oh, God. I didn't realize that. Ooh. I need to go find out. I want to play this if this is a thing. Oh, God. No, resist the wall. Resist wallet destruction. Well, that's a damn lie, but I'm going to pretend it isn't. I love this. Also, that is huge. Definitely the design. It looks bulky on the legs, which all of them have, but then the torso is just armored and huge and thick. It looks like it is supposed to, by comparison to the other images that were just, chicken walker. It's like built up legs, tiny little head. No. But even here, this looks built up enough that it makes sense as opposed to the other ones that are like noodle. No. We're going to hold this gun up through the power of magic that doesn't need anything. This looks so cool. I definitely need to find out more about the clans, though. Like, the entire... Okay, they're not part of the Inner Spheres, not really part of the best place, but at the same time, they didn't fuck themselves by killing each other and losing tech, which is weird, because you think that would be the stuff they keep the longest, but whatever.
So buckle the fuck up. As stated, this is an omni-mech, and therefore the notion of a primary or standard configuration is laughable. The clans each
Very
have
durable.
their own preferences, and each mission
Probably has a lot
may
of parts
carry
you can switch
custom
in.
Loadouts. Clanners customize their rides more than a jingle truck driver in Afghanistan, or a Solaris jock on Solaris 7, or that kid around the block who bought a 1988 Honda Civic
Okay,
hatchback
yeah,
and
no,
won't
that
stop
one makes
talking
sense.
about the sick
Had a brother who did that.
he's
It's
been
accurate.
putting in down at the drag. The closest
Track.
we can get to a default configuration most would find unimaginative, but damned effective by 3050 standards.
What?
One ERPPC, one LB-10X autocannon, and one LRM-15.
Those words mean
These
something.
3 weapons allow it to fight at long to medium range comfortably, with the knowledge they can easily redeploy at a moment's notice if things get dicey. Now, as
Heavy
for
weapon
alternative
platforms that
variants,
basically move themselves as
okay,
needed. Not a bad idea,
let's
honestly.
dive into these quickly because there are umpteen bajillion of them. Each clan vehicle is like this because clanners only think in terms of war. That explains their music and culture. Take that, right in the fields, if you had any, which you don't. Alternative configuration A replaces all...
Okay, now I'm wondering here, is he joking about the clan being basically, we're going to win this war, and literally nothing else? Because I don't know. I kind of want to find... I need to go find out. It's like, is the clan literally just... Oh, honor duels he mentioned? I'm assuming that was clan. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. It's literally just a warrior society then, huh? He did mention they were also bred specifically to pilot mechs, which sounds weird, but... Maybe they got tech to make that viable. I don't know.
All
There's
weaponry
so much I
with a
need to figure
Gauss
out.
rifle, a large pulse laser, and an SRM-6. Alternative configuration B carries 2 LRM-20s to become King of Mistletown.
Oh, I remember
For
seeing those
short
big
range,
ones,
it has
yeah.
2 SRM-4s because if you're going to die to ammunition explosions, you might as well be seen from orbit. Alternative configuration
Ooh,
C
laser.
is your
I
general
like
worst
laser.
nightmare build because it jumps into range and it has an ER large laser, an ultra autocannon 20, and streak SRM-6s because fuck you.
I wish there was
you
like
can't
pictures to
have
show what
nice
those were.
things. The D model is balanced. It has
They have a
2
lot of
ER
configurations,
large
and I
lasers
guess
for
these are the
long range,
basic ones?
2 ER medium lasers for shorter-ish range.
Anti-missile system?
and an
Oh,
advanced
kind of surprising no one else has that.
plus machine
Targeting
gun
computers.
patrols on foot, and an
Wait, that's an
anti-missile
upgrade?
system round
You think
things
that'd just be
out
standard with anything
so
like
you
that?
can stand there and strut around like a total Chad in a war zone. Model E is chock full of advanced tactical missiles with an ERPPC for backup. When you have an ERPPC
Backup?
for backup purposes, you're talking about a clan mech. Model F is sometimes known as
I
the
need to
King
figure out
of
more about the
DACA
clan.
because it has 2 rapid-firing Ultra AC-5s, 1 in each arm, plus 2 ER medium lasers for backup, and an LRM-10 to discourage everything else. Why? Because it's funny. Model G
I like funny.
is a sniping variant, blending the model's stated
Snipers.
rapid mobility and pairing it with 1 ERPPC and 1 large laser. For backup, 6 SRM-4s because light scout mechs need to die in 1 pull of the trigger. Model H is a Model T but on space crack.
What?
2 heavy large lasers plus 2 ER medium lasers and a targeting computer allows for it to decide who dies and then make them do so directly by surgically applying overwhelming heavy damage to where
I like everything he just said. This is not my favorite because overwhelming discussion of that. I cannot speak today. It's like, okay, you see that enemy? The one really far away? Make it not seen. Yeah. It is so weird to me, though, that a targeting computer is such a rare upgrade. I mean, it probably makes sense in gameplay because it would just balance it, but in sheer lore, you think that would be something that a lot more would have, especially since apparently the clan has tech still. I need to get more into the lore. It sounds so cool.
Will have catastrophic, hilarious effect. Model M. Well, Model M is driven by a cartoon overlord by the name of Nikolai Malthus.
What?
This guy's an idiot. He's such an idiot that his appearances are non-canonical, apocryphal, except in the sense that the whole cartoon is now considered an in-universe propaganda. That's how you fucking retcon, by the way. You hear me, GW? You hear me, Games Workshop? This is how you fucking retcon. You take something that's weird that doesn't fit anymore, that's so goddamn strange that it made it onto actual television, and you go, oh, well, this is propaganda from the Tharcad Broadcast Company, and you retcon it as an in-universe tongue-in-cheek joke.
I need a second to digest this. On the one hand, calling out GW for their shitty retcon skills, which is usually the equivalent of saying, hey, we're just going to be lazy and say it's all canon, which is what GW is actually doing. I have anger issues with them right now. But this actually got a show? Is that a cartoon? An old anime? I don't know. But yeah, I'm assuming we're looking at the Thor right now and it looks stupid. The paint scheme is dumb. It's all over the place. I don't get what's going on. And I just... Yeah, no. Nothing's moving. They're just shooting. It's like, oh yeah, pew, 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 pew. Lasers hit. Nothing happens. And there's one shot right there. That would probably be very, very bad. All that aside, it's weird. I don't get it. But apparently it's actually canon. But then there's just the comprehension of the fact that... So let me get this straight. And I'm still wrapping my head around this, so it might take a second. Because me thinking doesn't move fast, apparently. They took the show, the actual on-TV show. Not only did they make it non-canon, but they recanonized it as propaganda. And I'm going with the Inner Sphere to make the clanners look cartoonishly evil because it actually was cartoonish. Because it was a stereotypical cartoon. I mean, that's kind of brilliant. You're not just ignoring a bad piece of media you made. You're fully acknowledging it in a way that kind of enhances the overall lore, but also keeps it relevant. This is actually kind of brilliant. I'm actually very impressed. I keep saying actually because it's so surprising. Most companies, they'll either just jettison everything they don't like and then rejettison and bring it back and just like, hey, we're going to figure it out. They take the GW option of, fuck it, we don't give a damn. We're just going to kind of go in a general direction. You'll just figure it out yourself. No one figures it out. It doesn't make any sense. But this one is like, okay, yeah, no, we have a very solid lore. Certain things are going to be true in certain ways, and we're going to show you. But it'll be afterwards when we make sense of it and kind of figure out how we like it to work. Otherwise, we're just going to finish it out, do the run, and then, okay, sure, this makes sense. It's still canon, but in a non-canon way. That's still canon. And see, that entire sentence should not make sense. Everything I just said should have been a word jumble. But it is a completely accurate description. I'm actually a little surprised. This is... How come we haven't seen more companies do this kind of retcon? It just makes sense this way.
Boom. Handled. So in short, the Model M is driven by this guy. Just don't be this guy. Okay?
Does look stupid.
He abducted a whole planet to play funny. Seriously. There are even more variants.
Dude.
Far more. In the novel, there's a fellow by the name of Aiden Pride.
Oh.
P-R-Y-D.
Non-disturbing looking human.
Blood name.
Apparently the old art didn't do that.
More of that later if you fucks vote for it. Anyway, he's in quite a few books that the setting has produced.
Ah.
Namely, Blood Name, Way of the Clans, and Falcon Guard. And as an aside, look, if your military insignia is a fucking bird holding a katana, fix that shit. Falcon Guard or not.
Watch just too much anime.
Anyways, Aiden loved the quote summoner unquote and favored an
Apparently
Ultra
swords are still a
AC-10
thing.
and an Ultra AC-5 with 2 ER medium lasers and 2 clan anti-missile systems.
2
And he
anti-missile.
was
Ooh,
okay
nice.
in it. Until he got smoked by Comstar. Some would blame the fact that he drove a Timberwolf that day, as no summoner was available in his garrison cluster. But also it's Comstar, and Comstar tends not to fuck around. The Thor has a few famous pilots.
Haven't got that far yet.
Being that it's actually a decent weapons platform and
Yeah, it seems like it has a lot of options.
Small, heavy, and assault territory, while
Still
not
got the dumb arm on this
compromising
one.
the all-important balance. For a good mech to become truly great in the right hands, the Thor has routinely lended itself to historical excellence. Famous pilots include Aiden Pride,
Who they just
who managed
mentioned.
to be a fucking legend in Jade Falcon before he got curb stomped by Space AT&T for not paying his bills.
I need to figure out more about this.
Con Martha Pride
Oh.
drove one on and off her whole damn life.
And she has a katana.
Star Commander Joanna smashed Con Natasha Karinsky at Twycross, driving a Thor all the while.
Karinsky?
Famous
Oh, so apparently... Oh. Sorry, I'm just so used to the idea that whenever a sci-fi series has any type of family, it's like, okay, here's the one model, and we're never going to have this character do anything again once their time's done. We're just going to move on to a completely different person. Having someone else with the name Karinsky would heavily imply that there's a family lineage, and it's going to be like, okay, here's the next person. I guess it kind of makes sense. Some older sci-fi did do family lineages, and I'm looking at you, Dune. And how well they do it is debatable. It's kind of cool to see that in a sci-fi, just shoot 'em up action sci-fi mech aspect. Did I just say sci-fi twice? Yes. But it's giant freaking mechs. It deserves twice to support it. It's just classy that way.
Inner Sphere pilots, you ask? Well, no. We tend to drive the flashier Mad Cat because it makes clanners mad when we turn it into a wrecking ball for Solaris games.
Yeah.
Now, as for other interesting facts,
Ooh.
I have to start with this. Before you go, oh man, Tex, it sounds like an anti-everything weapon wrapped in sexy forbidden
If you give it the right
technology.
options,
God,
yeah.
it's
but
harder than an elemental's abs on core strength day. Consider this. For the price of a Thor. For the price of a single Thor at 21,320,800.
Oh, that's a lot of Urbies.
bills, you could buy 11 Urban Mechs, or 7 Rommels, or 3 Awesomes.
Wait. Did they just... They called the super tank that they had in the background, that one I'm pretty sure of, a Rommel? God. For anyone who's not up on it, in World War II, Rommel was the Nazi commander in the African theater, who later then returned to Germany when he was recalled because he got too popular and it was a threat to Hitler's popularity because he might actually have taken over on sheer popularity alone. And I'm pretty sure he then tried to assassinate Hitler. I'm not actually sure. Pretty sure he did die soon after, though. He was actually very well known as, I think, having really good tactics and not being the Nazi stereotype. Also, the fact he was so successful, they got rid of him. Although that part is more debated, and I think might be slightly propaganda, but also I'm not really entirely sure who it was propaganda for. Yeah, also I'm not a historian on that aspect. I know a lot of people who are, so I could probably bug them about that. So I love the fact they gave this the name. That's just so
7
cool.
Rommels, or 3 Awesomes plus spare parts, or 2 Atlases plus spare parts, or 30 Elementals and all their honor, or in
Elementals?
3052 C-build conversion rates. You could buy enough burgers from Federated
That's a
fast
burger?
food to become king of Meat Mountain until the birds showed up.
What?
Birds always ruin Meat Mountain. Where
Sounds about
was
right.
I? Clan shit is expensive. Keep this in mind. While it is an anti-everything platform that does everything really well,
It's so expensive it could be
easily
outraged on
further
cost.
configured to do any specific thing better than anyone else, it's also really fucking expensive. In the large scheme of things, the Thor is the bass guitarist of any kick-ass rock band. Sure, he's as important as all get out, but he plays second string to the main show, which is the Timberwolf, or as I call it, the Mad Cat. Because you lost, clanners. You lost. You had every single edge, and you lost. Yes, I'm biased. Long live the Inner Sphere. Remember May 20th, 3052,
What?
you clan bastards. We're coming for you.
Okay, seriously, what the hell? I need to figure out what he's talking about because my entire knowledge of the conflict between Inner Sphere and the clans is literally just the videos Tex has done, and I need to figure out more because I want to find out more. There's an entire list. I need to pin it to the previous video and then pull it back up again. Yeah. Oh no, he was also on Discord. I can hit it up there too. Noise. Definitely doing that next.
Anyways, till next time, or until YouTube decides you shouldn't watch me at all, I'm Tex. My editor is Matt Asgardian.
Oh.
And now, motherfucking Duncan Fisher.
Duncan Fisher?
Okay, Duncan, we've got a few minutes before the next match. How about we cut some of these spots while we're waiting?
The hell is that heart?
Need some water?
I love it.
Water? No. I could use a refill, though. No, I'm good for now. Bottle's in here.
Okay, so wait. I contacted George Ledox for this, and he watched my channel for a bit too, see what I was about, came up with a concept, wrote a funny
Let's
script,
get 'em done.
found additional voices, talent, and
All right.
everything needed.
Let's start with...
Okay, I need to look this guy. Who is Duncan Ledox? Where do I find... okay, there we go. There's the button. Just pull this down here, because I definitely know how to type. Oh, he's an actor in Mechwarrior. Oh, that makes sense. Wait, his demo reel is him shredding on a guitar? I mean, it's an acoustic guitar, but him in it. Oh, damn, that's actually really cool. I already respect this guy. I don't even know who he is. I respect him already.
Investment Council spot.
Okay, Rick, let's do this Blackhead Legion one.
Okay, but it's actually Black Pants Legion.
Oh, right.
Black Hat, something completely
I knew
different.
that.
I'm not going to explain that one.
Now you should get the lighting fixed in here, Rick.
His co-host in the booth and fellow talented voice actor is none other than Treedan Sparks. I should probably know that. My wife probably does.
Right. Okay, rolling. Whenever you're ready.
They just got him to record the
Hello,
entire
everybody.
commercial.
Duncan Fisher here. You know, battle mechs and the Solaris arenas are a passion of mine, but today I'd like to take this opportunity to tell you about the Black Pants Legion. What is the Black Pants Legion,
Oh,
you
this
may
is
ask?
so awesome.
It's a fantastic organization.
Duncan, you're putting a bit too
Technical
much
comments
emphasis
word.
on the
Oh,
word
God.
pants.
Of course. Got it.
I love this little bit of the scroll right here. This is in no way endorsed by the people who came up with this stuff. They'd whip me with a belt if they found out. I just love reading this now, knowing that they did find out, and to his disappointment, a belt was never brought out. Apparently, they made him a canon commentator or historian. I don't actually remember exactly, but he's canon to Battletech, and I love that aspect. See, that's a company reaching out and just having fun with their fans and making it awesome.
From the top.
Don't sue Tex. Tex has no
Hello,
money.
everybody.
This is a work
Duncan
of opinion
Fisher
from an
here.
asshole.
You know, battle mechs and the Solaris arenas are a passion of mine, but today I'd like to take this opportunity to tell you about the Black Pants Legion. What is the Black Pants Legion, you may ask?
Really emphasizing the
It's a
Black
fine-
Pants Legion.
No, now you're saying black too hard.
Oh, see, I was right. He
Let's
does.
keep rolling.
Oh,
Today,
it's a whiskey
I'd
bottle
like
in
to
the
take this
background. Yeah.
opportunity to tell you about the Black Pants Club. What is the Black Pants Club?
No, it's Legion, not Club. How about I get you some water or black coffee? How do you take it?
I think a
Take it
Red
with
Bull at this
double
point might be
shot of
safer.
Irish whiskey. What's your
Called
point?
it.
Well, I'm getting a lot of dry mouth sounds, like you're dehydrated, or maybe we should do.
Maybe
this
very
tomorrow morning.
drunk.
Maybe after you sober, when I have some food.
Oh,
Oh, that poor fool thinking someone gets sober. Doesn't he know the only way to avoid a hangover is never to stop drinking? Also, for the 5 people out there who are like, I'm going to try this. Hats off to you. That's dumb. But you're going to enjoy it up until you don't. And when you don't, you're really not going to.
I see. Fuck you, Rick. I am not drunk, or even a little tipsy. Listen,
Flat
whoever
out
wrote
smashed
this
is more
script
like
for the
it.
Black Pants Legion has never watched the show. This script is bullshit. It's fake. You know why I don't do a lot of commercials, Rick? It's not because I'm pretty fucking expensive to hire.
Yes.
It's because I have to believe in a product to endorse it. Usually,
I love this.
then
It sounds
the
like something
Black
out of
Pants
Airplane.
Legion is a pretty goddamn endorsable show in my book. I love it. Even watched it once, for Christ's sake.
Once.
Black Pants Legion may be the last fucking bastion of unadulterated fun on YouTube. I mean, it isn't the sort of channel that has an adenoidally challenged British kid being snarky for the sake of videos. And it's not some fucking punk-run channel where grown men fall out of their chair at jump scares like some millennial bitch. It's actually a fucking...
I want to say I'm feeling called out there, but we all know he's referencing PewDiePie there. Also, I never fell out of my chair at a jump scare. I ran away screaming well before that point. I was an absolute little coward. Being a bitch would have raised the level of not being a bitch I was at. Yeah, I doubled down before the scare even came up. It was
rarely
not
on
pretty.
YouTube.
There's a reason I've
A
not
channel
had
that
those
has never tried to be
videos
fucking
discoverable.
monetized
They're
and
embarrassing.
regularly gives the finger to the man. I mean, shit.
This is so cool.
Everyone's a goddamn sellout these days. Hawking games that don't work, selling shit that's garbage,
Skyrim.
shitting on their fans.
Skyrim. GW2.
So many channels are just talking heads whose only point is to sell a
I have shoulders, so I don't count.
There's no heart in that. And I'm all about fucking heart. That's for damn sure. I love the games on Solaris.
Phrasing! I'm just saying. Actually, I just realized it's probably actually a thing. I should definitely not ever... What you want to do to certain bodily organs that may or may not involve cannibalism afterwards, I don't know. But let's be honest, phrasing, and just leave it at that and not think about the fact there's probably someone actually getting off on that.
I fucking love the mech jocks who give it their all. If you pour your goddamn heart and passion into something, then you've got my respect. So, yeah. The Black Pants Legion is a kind of YouTube channel where a misanthrope drinks his scotch, smokes his cigars, and says whatever the hell he wants
This is
for
so
hours
cool.
at a time. Kind of reminds me of myself. Now
But that's only after you've paid your own bills and your bookie. Never forget to pay your bookie. They'll send guys to break your legs and stuff. On top of that, you'll still owe them money. Yeah, that is the thing.
I think about it. No scripts. Infrequently edited. And brutally honest. The Black Pants Legion is worth subscribing to. The question is, are you Legion material?
This is so cool.
Fuck it. All right, let's record this piece of shit script before I change my mind.
Actually, Duncan, I think we just did. That was great. I'll cut it up and send it off. But seriously, you really should ease up on the scotch during your show.
Oh, he's doing a scotch as well.
Yeah, maybe you're right, Rick. Nah, fuck you. I'm Duncan Fisher. Ha!
And that was the Tex Talks Battletech episode on the Thor/Summoner. And all I gotta say is, it looks so freaking cool. But also, in some of the art, so freaking dumb. I mean, people did say some of the older art, not just the really intense black and white cutout art, almost like they were making a reverse sketch to then put on a wood print. There's probably going to be one person out there who gets it what I just said. To you, one, that's awesome. Two, you're just still awesome. Yeah, just going to leave it at that one. But I love this, but also when you see the price and what it compares to, and so many Urbies, and considering how you can outfit them, that's a justifiable comparison and kind of terrifying. Because, like, there's 11 of them. One of them will have a giant fuck you gun. Because why not? As I've been told, that's actually a thing that happens a lot. I think I've come to love Urbies as just a general giant pile of memery. So we're just going to see where this goes next time. And I really want to. I think the next video up is the Mad Cat. So also the Timberwolf. Wait, is the Timberwolf the same thing as the Mad Cat? I don't remember. Whatever. The Mad Cat. I know he mentioned that one a ton, and this is cool. I love where this is going. I love all the craziness of it. I love how it's so built up and huge and just murder intensive. Sure, that actually works. But overall, if you haven't already, link below, original video, hit it up. Text did a great job. Yes, I'm geeking out a lot. It's justifiable. All the same, I'll see you guys in the next one. Links below to the originals. Hit them up and don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys later. Adios.